Hey everybody, Allegra here. I am gonna walk you up to our new no-dig garden spot. So I'll show you that in a minute. I mean, I'm still working on it. We're still working on it. We have a long way to go, but we got going on it over this past week. And I want to just kind of touch base with you about what we were doing to get it started. Things are starting to accelerate as far as getting going on the homestead. It just, before, it didn't feel like we were making any progress because there were so many trees. We couldn't really garden as well as we had wanted to. So we were kind of working on clearing the land with the very little time that we had. So we were just kind of piecemeal, cutting a tree down here, cutting a tree down there. You okay? Yeah, good job. Woohoo! And it's taken us some years, but finally we've been able to clear space, and this little area right here, we are turning into the new garden. I have to admit, I am feeling a little rushed right now. I started getting this going late winter. It's now technically spring. I did get the potatoes in. I got some onions and carrots in, and then I freaked out because there was a frost, and I started just throwing hay all over the place to cover them up. So hopefully they're okay. Oh, no. Like I mentioned, we've been cutting down trees, splitting firewood, stacking it. I've been pulling weeds like crazy. This spot is covered in thousands and thousands of native blackberries, stumps, lots of nettles, things that I love, but in this little area, I don't want them there. So I'm gonna have those part of the garden, but they're gonna be outside of the fenced area. Have you all ever seen this nifty device? It's called a puller bear. It is really handy pulling out some of the root, like the salmonberry trees and blackberries and stuff. Neat tool. My cardboard hoarding has continued to go very well. Every time I get a chance to go to the feed store, I pile in so much cardboard, and it has been working out really well. I've been just toiling away at getting loads and loads of soil dumped onto this new garden, onto the layers of cardboard. So I'm layering about four layers of cardboard. I got access to free fencing. I have some chicken wire, but my dad had a bunch of this like very heavy fencing. He didn't want it, and he's like, go for it, you can have it. You know, I say free in quotation marks because there's always a troll toll to pay when somebody says that you can have something free. These things are super heavy. My husband and I, we got 2 of them down to the garden, and we have 4 more to go. And it's probably about 400 feet to, through the woods to transport these things. But they will come in handy because I won't have to buy any chicken wire. I don't think. It should cover maybe a quarter to half of the garden fencing, and then I have a bunch of other chicken wire. I should be able to fill in the gaps. We'll see. I don't love the look of it, but I will be able to beautify it. I have these cedar posts, and then I have cedar branches and other branches that I'm going to use to kind of decorate the fence once it's done. Like I said, we finally got chicks. I'm so excited because I'm like, oh, we need to do chickens this year. We need to do chickens this year. And we never have a proper home for them. I just said, I'm not going to take it anymore. I am building them a place. So I've started building a little hen house. We're getting the materials. A lot of the materials are things that we've already had. Another cool thing is something I mentioned at the beginning of this video. We have nettles again. Since it's early spring, the nettles are popping up.
Some dinner. Yeah. Yummy.
I even made some nettle pad thai last night. I was so excited. I picked a bunch, and I like pan fried them and put them in our pad thai, and we ate them by the fire. It was a lot of fun. Really good. I look forward to sharing this place with you next week just to see the progress. I hope that this is helpful for you if you're interested in doing some kind of back to Eden or no dig approach to your gardening. There are a lot of really, really good channels out there that are doing similar processes with their gardens. One of them that I've kind of recently discovered is Baltic Homesteaders. I highly recommend their channel. They're doing such a beautiful job with their gardening. They kind of remind me of the Charles Dowding YouTube channel, if you're familiar with that. There's that feel of just relaxation and appreciation for gardening. They're turning gardening into an art form, in my opinion. So highly recommend that channel. Baltic Homesteaders. They live in Latvia, so they're dealing with a cold climate, probably, I'm guessing, a very short gardening season. So they have to do all kinds of different things to get creative and grow food in their area. So Baltic Homesteaders, if you're not following them, you really should. Okay, everybody, that's it for my video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for just participating, helping out in the comments, and letting us know if you have any wisdom you want to impart on us. Please do. I would appreciate your subscription to my channel, and also check me out at allegrarosebrown.com to see my blog. I post a video every Friday, and then I have an accompanying blog that has other information that I share that I don't share in the video. And I also have my artwork there that you can check out. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and you can check out my Etsy shop as well. I have some work in there, artwork that I do about living on the land and nature. Finally, you can also check me out on Patreon. My Patreon is pretty new, and that is it. I really appreciate y'all watching, and I will see you in the next video next Friday for sure. And then if I feel up to it to do an impromptu video in between, I will certainly do that. All right, y'all take care. Bye.